Okay, have you ever been in a situation where you feel you have no one you can talk to about it? You know, you can't really vent it to, you know, you have people in your life, but they really don't understand it at the same level you need them to. It would be too much to go in background to try to explain it. They still might not get the concept, you know. And those who might, you can't really just keep talking to them about it because, you know, they get tired of it because it's an ongoing situation. Well, that's the situation I find myself in. I really find myself being tested. You know, nobody's doing it, but it's being tested on some of the things that I've made videos on. Really. And one of the main ones right now is how to handle a situation whenever there is someone who's that know-it-all type and is constantly telling you you're wrong. Okay? Okay. And in my mind, this situation going on, say, about almost a month, close to a month. Or it's going to be a month before you know it. But, and I kept telling myself, you know, I don't really want to do a video on it. And here's that thing that many of us might do. It's like you're protecting the innocent. I mean, they're protecting the guilty. You're not doing what you need to do for yourself. And for me, I needed a place to vent. You know, a place to rant on what's going on. Because let me tell you how it's been. At first, I was really proud of myself for being able to handle the situation. You know, it was kind of like it was proof to me that, you know, the things that I've learned, the things that I know, techniques, you know, and everything were working. And it did. But this is some really stubborn people who've been doing this for many, many years, longer than I've been alive, who want to push my buttons. They need that person. It's an odd situation all around. I'll do, you know, bits and pieces about it. And it's one of those, like I said, I can't really just get out of without causing myself, I didn't add this part, causing myself a lot of problems. So I needed a place to vent, like I said. Now here, if you don't want to hear something like that, all you got to do is just click on out of here, you know. But anybody else that's like a friend or something like that, it might actually cause me more problems, you know. Okay, because face to face, they can't click on out of there. They can walk off, yeah. But you know what I'm saying. If somebody's watching this, it's because they want to. Okay, and other people, it might be because they're being polite. You know, face-to-face people. And, but one of the reasons why I've got to where I have now, like I said, I was handling it really well, but after a while, somebody pushing your buttons, you're going to go off. You know, I haven't really, well, in a way I did, verbally, you know. I'm never physical, so. But it was like, what it got to was yesterday I tested my blood pressure last night. Oh my goodness, it was like, the top one was over double of what mine usually is. The bottom was rather high. It's gone down some this morning, but I had to take a half of the doctor prescribed chill pill and a Tylenol to get it down to where it was. And then I went out, you know, I had the machines at home. Only 1 out of 3 worked right. I had to come out this morning. I went and tested at a, you know, like a pharmacy. They had those free little test things. Of course, they're not going to have them now. And I'm going to, some would think I'm being sarcastic or a conspiracy theory, but yeah, they can sell them. Why would they have them? You know, if somebody's desperate enough to use a machine, they're going to sell you one for 50, 60, 70 bucks instead. But yeah, conspiracy theory. But anyway, so I had to go all the way to another store. You know, I went to 2 different ones, pharmacies. Nope. Went all the way to one that was a grocery store. They had one. It's still high on theirs. I tested it twice. And the top one is just way too high. Double what it should be. The bottom one wasn't too bad. But anyway, I had to come back to try to get my prescription refilled. And one of the things was that the prescription they gave me, the type of generic, it was a generic they'd given me, and it isn't doing apparently like the other ones did. It also has, it's a pill for blood pressure, but it also has a diuretic. Now the diuretic, and the pills that I've taken for many years, 20 something, I don't know how many years, they always did 24-hour release. pharmacists and they all kept telling me it doesn't do that. I kept saying, you're idiots. To myself, I'd say they're idiots because it does. Okay, but anyway, yeah, and so the one that they gave me, no, it doesn't do it. It's a generic. It doesn't do that. It doesn't. So I'm staying. I get swollen, bloated, not bloated, but water retention, and I can see it, especially in my hands. So, and I just started taking that one about a month ago. So I could have had a month of my blood pressure not being right because of it, and I do have that. What happens to me is the ringing in the ears and the headaches, and I've been having that. So anyway, I went back to my pharmacy to see if they had any other ones, and they don't. So they said that I said transfer it back next door, which I just transferred my medication from like a little month ago. So they were going to they said, well, you have to go there and ask them. So I went there to ask them, and the woman said it'd be an hour. And I look around, there's nobody in there, and I know how they work it. They have the ones that called in and everything. But to me, if you got a customer standing right there saying her blood pressure's high, she needs her medication, I don't think that I would be able to ethically say, well, you're going to have to wait an hour. I just don't see that. No, I don't. Okay. So now you're going to see what kind of vent I'm going to be doing. And I might go into more detail. I've always been a person who didn't go into detail, about what was actually happening in my life. I did it in a roundabout way, if at all, But no, I'm tired of sacrificing myself, and look at what it's doing to me. My blood pressure's high, seriously. And my blood pressure was always low. And the doctors would say, that's good. You're on this medication. It's keeping it low. Not normal, but low. And they said, that's great. That's wonderful. It wasn't low like I'm going to die, but it was low enough. So, and just the stress from this, it's unbelievable. It's not really unbelievable. We know it's not unbelievable. It's one person. It's not really one person. It's more than one person, but it's all because of one person. Can cause so much havoc in a person's life. And it's not just that person doing, just one person doing anything. Oh, unbelievable. But here's another thing. With what YouTube has started doing on this channel for me, and I know it's not just me, I'm well aware it's everybody's that's, has their account monetized, their channel monetized their videos. I'll get out in a minute. That they're having to deal with that, and it did it to me in a way like my old channel, the one that my original channel, it did it to that one like right away after that went into effect. And then the other one like a day or two later, the one that I used for vlog, I used for vlog, but usually stuff that I just didn't want to put on this channel or that channel, and but it developed into more of a vlog kind of thing, and a mix. Well, it did that to that, and now it's done it to this channel, and all this time later, it finally got caught up with this channel, and it's like, the short version is, I'm not going to get anything off of any of it, and I'm not making mega bucks, okay, it's not that, but it's that thing of, once again, being told you're wrong. How many of you can get that? It's like, I'm making videos about people who are always telling me, telling people they're wrong, or me, or anybody, and along this line, and then I get all my videos are wrong. So it's kind of like, I don't need that right now. I don't need that at any time. But, so especially since I'm going through it right now, I'm like, why would I do that? Why don't I just make videos kind of like a vent? And it doesn't like the word rant, I'll tell you that. Nope, can't make a rant video. It knocks it to, like I said, I don't make any money, so why bother with, worried about it? I'll just do different kinds of video. And I had been thinking of changing, all this time anyway. You stick on one subject too long, yeah, it can be something. Or, do a mix. I'm sure I'll throw some videos that are actual ones I want to make that way, but we'll see. Okay, since I've made bits and pieces of this video over and over this morning, I'm not sure what I said, but there is one other reason, I don't know if I put it in there, that I wasn't making videos is because somebody knows about my channel, and or knows about my original one, which in a way you can go from my original to this one or to that one, you know, or that from here to there, you know, that kind of thing. But, and I don't want it to start a big issue. Now, why do I mean, I don't need to ask why. I know why I do stuff like that. It's always, you know, like I've mentioned before, being an extreme of an extreme. You know, these narcissistic, histrionic people, which are the ones I usually run across, being extreme opposite of them. I don't even like to do videos where I'm talking about my own problems, because that's what histrionics do. You know, they constantly, they constantly are making their lives into soap operas, you know, and they make everybody's life a part of their soap opera, you know, people who are around them. So I try to steer clear of actually saying this is part of my life. That's the extreme opposite. Extreme opposite of an extreme is an extreme. That's not good, you know. And I know this, and I've mentioned before in another video, I'm trying to move myself back from that. You know, that's kind of like that black and white thinking, you know, it was subconscious. And not to be like them, I need to bring myself closer to the middle, you know, black, white, and then there's grays in between. And not be like that. But here I am, right after it, being tested, and what am I doing? I don't want to say anything in case their feelings get hurt. Yet my blood pressure is going sky high. That's bad. I know that's bad. I shouldn't be doing that. One part I was talking about that I'd been thinking about changing my channel, and it was pretty funny because I'd say about a month ago, right before all this came about, right before, I had a dream, you know, a dream about dream interpretation. It was funny. But in my dream, the dream said that what I need to do on YouTube is to do dream interpretation. I don't think so, but you never know with me now. But it was like, yeah, you need to change something. You need to change it up, you know, because really sticking to one subject, like I said, no. So I threw out a hodgepodge of stuff, but you get the gist. And I'm going to start making more videos, and probably right now start making them. But I'm going to do this. I've done enough videos that says, you know, I'm telling myself, this is what you need. Well, I need to start doing it. And anyway, if you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video.